Hello and welcome, this is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more RimWorld, returning to a no-hope playthrough. And in the last video, we pulled through a couple tough events. Old Ben got the flu, and it looks like he's up and about now. So I'm assuming, yeah, he does have immunity now, so he should be feeling better, although he's still a little sick. And at the same time he got sick, we had a pirate raid, which we were able to fight off without any injuries. But it's starting to look like the pirates are coming in more well-armed than they've been in the past with sniper rifles. As a matter of fact, it looks like, the name of the pirates, the sniper party, is maybe apt, as they might be bringing quite a few sniper rifles to bear. So with that in mind, I'm probably going to start emphasizing security here. And to do that, I'm thinking... right now we have two gun turrets, one here and one here, and I would like to channel the attackers into the gun turret so we have a little bit extra defensibility. And I think to do that, probably would like to wall off some areas. We might not be able to wall off everywhere, but like we did up here where we walled this section off, funneling them down in this way so that we can have this gun turret attack them. We probably want to do something likewise over here. So I think an easy thing to do would be build a wall in over here to wall this area off, and maybe a wall over here as well, so that we can funnel the attackers over into the gun turret, at least where the gun turret could reach. Because if they come through this area, they could come up this way and bypass our turret altogether, or if they go through this way, they could come up here and maybe bypass the turret to an extent. So, oh, Old Ben's out sleeping in the cold, probably because this is still set as a medical bed. So let's try and wake him up. Also, because we're in the fall time, it looks like temperatures are getting a little bit on the colder side. 40 degrees in the nighttime. As a matter of fact, slept in cold. Yeah, so that's too cold for our people inside. We do have air conditioning, but we do not have any means of heating. I think an easy solution would probably build a heater in this room, and then we've already got the vents everywhere except here. Unfortunately, we're a little low on steel, so probably prioritizing mining would be a good idea. And with that in mind, I think C-3PO is the least skilled out of all of our workers. And as a result, there isn't a whole lot else that I feel like she really can do. So why don't we have her prioritize mining? She's not particularly good at it, but at least I put somebody on mining a lot so that we can get that those steel resources. Other than that, we're going to have Old Ben continue to cut stone. And we do also need to grow. So if we don't already have it, as a matter of fact, we can turn off the doctoring skill for Luke because Old Ben's fine. Let's go ahead and put plant growing at a higher priority so he starts working on that. And we're going to have a little ways to go before some of these are grown. Food is short, unfortunately. We're going to have to work on that as well. Oh, it looks like they are using the chairs at the dining table, so that's good. So if we get more resources to build these cloth chairs, I will. Fortunately, you need 100, which we don't quite have, but maybe eventually we'll get. Although I don't know if we'll be seeing many Arctic wolves around in this climate. But we have camels around. As a matter of fact, the camels, if they get too close to this area, I'm probably going to kill them. Because they do eat the crops, which I don't really want them to do. Alright. Yeah, I love that you're cooking, but maybe we need to prioritize growing more so that we can get on food production. There we go. Alright, so we've got our mining going. We've got our stone cutting going so that we'll have stone resources to use. Let's go ahead and take a look at the heater here. So, 65 steel, it's pretty expensive for us. So we're going to have to wait for more of this mining to come through for us. And it looks like during the day it's still pretty cold in this climate. In the fall time, and it will get worse in the winter, I would imagine. So we're going to have to prepare with that heater. And again, in the dining area, I think we could cover a lot of this. We might have to have a heater in more than one room, but I think we can manage that. Maybe one in the dining room and one in one of the bedrooms so that we're getting the heat through. All right, so where are we? We've got a decent amount of slate. Let's go ahead and do the wall. It looks like we already have slate selected, so we're good there. And I wasn't paying attention to how much that was costing me, but I think we probably have enough. But just to play it safe, we also have an amount of limestone, so I'm going to make the door out of limestone. We'll kind of switch things up. Also, it's probably a good idea to build something for research. So I might build another room off here, depending on where our stone resources are. But again, I think it's a good idea to work on security here a little bit. And steel is coming up as well. So I think now is the time to build the heater. So I'll put that there. And we also need another vent here. Once these guys are done constructing that, they'll construct the other stuff. And then, if we have enough steel, I'll even build another gun turret over here. It still might be a good idea to build a wall somewhere to try and funnel these guys in a little bit. I'm trying to think of where the extent of my compound would end up being. Probably I'll build it out this way and then down this way, but that is a little bit a ways away, in my opinion. Okay, so Luke feels like he doesn't have anything to do. So he must have cooked all the food that he could cook, and go ahead and get more of these mining orders in. He constructed what he could construct. So let's think about giving him something else to do. I guess we could build that gun turret. We have the steel for it. We don't have... Oh, no, actually it's 175. For some reason, I thought it was 125. So we're going to have to wait a little bit on that. But we are getting the steel back. Out of curiosity, how much is it going to cost us for the research? Okay, so that's going to cost 250. That's not too bad. I could always do a simple research, but I think what we could research is going to be limited if I do that. So all right. I also might want to... Oh, here we go. Art merchant. Okay. So I'm going to assume that they trade. For now, I'm not going to go out and talk to them because they're going to walk over here. And I'll let my colonists sleep, although I don't want to wait too long here. I believe Luke is still our top guy. Oh, we're actually getting rain in the desert here. Let's go ahead and trade. All right. Ha, speaking of Arctic fox. We could get one and then kill it to get enough cloth, but no, I don't think that's a good idea. So these are our cows. I wonder if the Arctic fox can haul. Is it... Again, I don't know if it shows that here or not. Okay. I'm going to assume not, though. Okay. Go through here. We can buy people, which actually might not be a bad idea if we can afford it. Chem fuel. So they don't buy the cougar. I can't sell the cougar to them. Oh, yeah, I can. Cougar right there. I'm going to do that. I don't feel like we need the cougar. I mean, we wasted resources training it, making it obedient. That will probably make C-3PO upset if I do that, but it reduces our food, our demands on food, which I think is a good idea, and we get something out of it. Let's see, what else we got here that might be worth it. Components I don't feel like we need, and they're overcharging us. Food would be helpful as long as they have it, which I don't really honestly see it. I'm willing to sell them our incendiary launchers, which are not worth much. Oh, speaking of weapons, we probably should equip C-3PO with the sniper rifle here. Okay, yeah, so they don't have any food or anything for us. And we could sell some of our clothes here. Why not? So we'll sell this. We'll sell this. Anything that's below 50%, I'm willing to sell. Okay, well, that's some things there. I'm not really seeing anything that screams out at me that is worth buying. Okay. I mean, we could buy one of these people to get another colonist. Like, this guy is pretty good. Research is probably something that we need. And he can do just about everything else. Yeah, this might be a good guy to pick up. He is a psychopath, though. Okay. Yeah. If it wasn't for the fact that he has some of these really negative traits, I would probably have... Oh, okay, another psychopath here. Very good at fighting, though. I'm not going to worry about that. I mean, because it is very expensive. That would be burning through all of our silver resources, and I don't think that's a good idea. I think save it for things that are more important. So I'm going to assume C-3PO is going to be upset because we did that. Well, it's not kicked in yet, but maybe it will once she wakes up. I might kill this ostrich over here because it's eating my food. Alright, well, that solves that. So as soon as Luke is done eating, I'm going to draft him and have him come over here and shoot this ostrich in the head. The ostrich is kind of hanging around this pack of people, though. I don't want to accidentally shoot them. The asshole's eating my food. Also, all the silver, if you will. Alright, well, we'll wait on that. Okay, now draft. Come here. Okay. Fire. Alright, now you can be undrafted. Okay. We have more mining to do. There's something I was thinking about doing, and I'm trying to remember what it was. Before I got interrupted by the ostrich. Alright, well. Where are we on our stone? So we've got a decent amount of limestone. They get in here. What is the inside temperature like? What do we have this set at? It is set at 70 for the target temperature. It's not really being able to achieve that. We're probably going to have to do another heater here somewhere. I'm going to do it over here. So we kind of have the two extremes taken care of. So, heater over there. And then also limestone. Well, we also have the steel to build that. Well, we did have the steel to build that turret. Trying to think of how I'm building this wall here. Do I build it across here, maybe? In an attempt to funnel them over towards the turret. And we'll build a slate. Actually, what kind of stone is this? Sandstone. Alright, I don't want to build that out of sandstone, probably. So, we'll build it out of slate. Right there. And that gives us a little bit more limestone to work with. Then what I might do is just have the wall go down like that, and we'll build another door here. Once we get enough stone. But for the meantime, this is going to channel people down through this way, which puts them towards the turret. Once I get enough steel, I might build this turret here, though, just anyway. In case they break through the wall. Or if they come through here and they're just out of range over here, we might want a turret over there, just to cover our bases. I mean, in theory, eventually we're probably going to want a turret somewhere in here so that if anybody breaks through here, we can take care of it. But I think security is the prime thing right now. And then eventually I'll start working with, like, traps and things to try and get a little bit more extra defensibility. And you can just keep mining, getting us the steel we need. All right, now what is the inside temperature like? Okay, it's hovering a little bit closer to that 70-degree mark that we were looking for. And hopefully they're going to be more toasty. All right, is there any other animals nearby that might be eating our crops? Kind of a bummer that those guys trading with us didn't have any food of any type. I mean, I see an iguana, but I don't know if those are eating our crops or not. We also have the corn crop growing, although it's going to take a lot longer to grow. And we do have 91% grown. All right, well, it's getting there. Oh, our cow is pregnant. I just saw that message pop up. Yeah, pregnant. That's really good. All right, so that's pretty nice. I'm happy with that. That's going to allow us to hopefully get some more cows here. And cows make milk. Milk is good. Power situation We may need more batteries. If I haven't already said that. Because when the sun's out, we do pretty well at recharging the batteries, but we recharge the batteries and then anything that we're getting from the solar panels after that is kind of wasted. But I think having C-3PO being a constant miner is really good for us. Let's just double check that we didn't have slept in the cold. Yeah, no effect there. And this is going to eventually go away. Oh. But yeah, I think we're doing a lot better as far as, I mean, security, we're getting there. It definitely could be better. And speaking of the devil, here comes an eclipse. And that might cost us on our power. And, you know, having the heaters on. In theory, we could probably turn this off in the fall and winter time. And I think our next priority is to build a room for research. I don't think I'm going to have enough stone. I could do sandstone. And let's do like a short sandstone wall. It goes out like that. Kind of funnel these guys in even further. Because this might be a good defensible spot right here, as we use the rubble here to shoot anybody that's trying to come through here. We already kind of have a choke point here, and maybe even here. As a matter of fact, we could make these guys have to go really long way around by walling this off here. Or trap it up. That might be another thing to do, is put a wall here that they can get through, but is full of traps, and do that in all of the zones that they can get through. I mean, that's going to take a lot of resources and time, but these are things that we can do eventually. Alright, we have a decent amount of slate, so we can switch material here. And finish off this wall if we want to, but I think I'm going to leave it open for now. Ooh, another thing that we need to do, now that we have a turret built, we need to get power over to it. So I'm just going to do a little bit for now. And also, let's go back to mining. Okay. Yeah, it's getting close to this steel vein over here. Okay, it's still not getting there, I don't think. So, let's grab the power. Bring it down another couple spaces. Hopefully that will do it. Don't want to overdo it. Self-tamed. Now again, I have no idea animals, whether or not they can haul. I think we just straight up kill the camel. Another thing I haven't taken a look at in a while is my zones. Now that we have been expanding a little bit. We've got area 1, we need to expand to here. And then animal area 1. Oh, that's not even set. I could have swore I set this. Alright, well, we'll set it now. Matter of fact, I thought I restricted my one cow to animal area 1, but if we don't have an area set up, then obviously not going to be restricted. Yeah, so I did have that restricted. Alright, so we'll be killing the camel and getting food out of it, which technically we need, so. Thank you for self-taming and allowing me to kill you. I don't know exactly when that's going to happen. There we go. Matter of fact, steel is looking pretty good at this point. Alright, you know what? Can you haul it before you go to bed? At least get it in the fridge here. There we go. You know, this is still a wood bed, isn't it? I should probably chop that down at some point. Alright, let's speed through the night. We still don't have power here, huh? I mean, it's got to give it to me now. I'm not really a big fan of the lightning storm. Who has tattered apparel? C-3PO? So it's going to be this that's probably tattered. Alright, what do we have in our store of clothing? I mean, that's going to be better for you. These leather pants. When you're done there. Okay, and then we need some kind of shirt. Probably go with the t-shirt because I don't think... Yeah, here we go. T-shirt. Now, you should be better now. But I think, yeah, the next priority is to build another room that we can craft and do research in. And I don't think I'm going to queue any more mining. And once this mining is done, we have a decent amount of steel. I mean, you always could do with more steel, obviously. Alright, the eclipse is over. We're good on stone. Let's start the limestone here. So alright, I'm just going to pause here for a second because I just want to make sure. We go over to the research bench. Yeah, that's just wide enough. We might want to be a little bit wider than that, though. And then, if we were to put that there... I'm going to just drop it for now, so we can see. And then, let's say we wanted a crafting table. Okay, so we could put those in, and then we'd have room for batteries as well. So, cancel that. So this is going to be that. And then, as far as the door goes, I'll make that out of wood, even though we are short on it, because all our interior doors are wood. And then, more than likely, I will expand out the hallway here when we get a chance. Matter of fact, this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner signing out.